I want to ask you something, and I actually want you to stop and think of your answer before you continue watching the video. Is there a teacher somewhere who changed your life? Not the most qualified one, not necessarily the most famous one, but the one who said something or did something, or simply looked at you in a way that made you believe something about yourself you have never believed before. Most of us have one, or more than one if you are fortunate. A primary school teacher who told you you had something beautiful at the time you believed everything felt ugly to you. A secondary school English teacher who wrote 3 lines of praise at the margin of your essay, and you still remember which lines they were till today. A university lecturer who stayed back after class, not because they had to, but because they saw something in your question that most people would have dismissed. One sentence, one moment, one Tuesday afternoon that you have carried with you for 10, 20, or even 30 years. There is something I find genuinely remarkable. John Hattie, a New Zealand researcher, conducted a large study of its kind ever attempted. He analyzed over 800 research studies, covering 250 million students across multiple countries and decades. He was trying to find out what actually makes a difference in education. Class size, school resources, teaching methods, parent involvement, technology, curriculum design. He measured all of it. And what he found, sitting above almost everything else on his list, was the quality of the relationship between the teacher and the student. Not the curriculum, not the teaching method, but the relationship. The belief of one adult in one child. Now, here is the part that breaks my heart a little. They almost never know. I mean, these teachers never know. Now, think about the logistics of it all. The teacher overstretching themselves to give the student the best, not minding the mega pay by the government or the employer, yet no feedback. They go home, mark papers, plan lessons, no feedback from the learners, no feedback from the parents, no feedback from the employers, or even the government. While doing all of this, they struggle to remember the learner who is struggling at a particular topic or subject. Try to remember the name of the extraordinary student. All of this in their head at the same time. Exhausting, right? Now imagine all of this with no feedback. There's something else worth knowing. The research suggests that teachers do not change the students in front of them. They change the people the learners go on to become in the nearest future. The children those students raise, the communities they work with, the colleagues they work with at their respective places of work. The influence of one exceptional teacher does not end in class. It does not even end when the school year ends. It goes on to transform the learners and also build them into fine young men and women in the nearest future. To the point that even those who come across them may not even know the name of that exceptional teacher who beat them to becoming what they are. I want to say something to everyone watching this. If there's a teacher in your life, past or present, who changed something for you, who saw you for what you were or for who you were when no one else did, who kept on encouraging you, kept on reminding you that the future is bright. It's that same teacher who kept on saying yes when everyone else was saying no, when the world itself was saying no. Tell them, send the message, make the call, write the letter, appreciate them for what they did, find them wherever they are. Unfortunately, some of them are no longer alive. Nevertheless, the few ones that are still alive, reach out to them, make them feel better. They are somewhere right now with no clue that they changed the life of a young man years back or of a young lady years back. Look for them, find them, let them know they are appreciated. Most of them do not even need your money. All they need to know is the fact that what they did years back mattered, that it turned out okay, more than okay. Those moments of encouragement eventually turned out. Please reach out to them. At edugracescholarshub, we genuinely believe that the relationship between teacher and student is the most powerful educational force in existence, not even the setting of the classroom. not the design of the curriculum, but the relationship. It is why we do what we do. Tutoring, giving educational support, language teaching, and even editorial work. All our services are centered on one thing, and that is the fact that we see you and we do not take relationships for granted. Whatever you are trying to learn, build, or become, we would love to work that way.